Now, time to spark the imagination. Last week, we spoke about Juno, NASA's satellite on approach to Jupiter, and they reached the gas giant earlier this week. And of course, the internet is blowing up. So to meet that need, NASA has now launched a few interactive ways to follow the Jupiter mission from your phone. And Juno Weltman joining us now yet again. You must be so excited about the amount of interest in your field at the moment. Talk us through where we are at the moment and how we can now connect with Juno.
It's been an amazing week for us. I barely slept as I stayed up to watch the Jupiter orbital entry. And there's a wonderful, well-kept secret called NASA's Eyes, or eyes.nasa.gov, where you can download a whole series of apps for your computer or your phone to keep track on exactly what's going on in space at any point in time. In fact, here you go. This is the opening screen, which has disappeared very quickly, but allows you to look at Earth observation, and this is the Juno mission itself. And this is a real-time view of what's actually happening on Juno, so we can go from here, we can move into the next screen, which will show you about the actual mission of Juno, and you can get more details on its phases and on each event that needs to happen and the various trajectories Juno will travel around Jupiter. We can then go further in and look at the spacecraft design of Juno and see exactly how the spacecraft was built and what instruments are on board and where they sit. We can then go even deeper in on this, and we can look at the science of Jupiter. And then this final screen here is actually a replay, and this really needs to be seen to be believed, of how we put Juno into orbit around Jupiter. We took the spacecraft going at 280,000 kilometers an hour. We communicated with it, which takes 42 minutes, and then we slowed it down and we put it into orbit around Jupiter. And then here's all the science of Jupiter itself. If you want to know more about the atmosphere or the interior of Jupiter or its magnetic fields, or even, did you know Jupiter has rings? You can even go and look at Jupiter's rings.
This is where it becomes really exciting for me. From an educator's perspective, when looking at feeding young minds at the moment, it's not just about creating the excitement around it, but also delving into the science. What are we learning through this? What has come out over this week that has really impressed you?
The thing that's impressed me the most is how Jupiter actually defends the Earth. That if Jupiter wasn't there, the Earth would be in big trouble. We'd be bombarded by all kinds of comets and asteroids and space debris. And Jupiter kind of deflects all of that away from the inner solar system. And that's what keeps us safe and keeps our planet fairly stable. And that was we kind of knew that, but we're going to see how that actually happens by having Juno there, and that's amazing.
And I know we've already witnessed some amazing kind of events, if I can call them that, on Jupiter, with asteroids hitting, the creation of some of the landmarks that we see. What is the most exciting thing about this? What do you connect with when you go onto the apps? What are you most interested in seeing?
Well, the most exciting thing for me is we're going to know how Jupiter formed. There's all kinds of theories, and nobody knows for sure. And it was the very first planet to form. And does it have a magnetic core? Does it have a core at all? Or is it just all gas? And this will tell us so much about so many other planets in other solar systems.
Yeah.
That allow us to know where to go, where to look for new life, or where to go when we need to leave this planet.
Oh man, this is amazing. I have a feeling this is pushing us forward in leaps and bounds. Thank you so much for your infectious spirit, my friend, but for all the work that you and your team are doing as well to further the aims of science and our exploration. I absolutely love it. Mind has been blown. Well, still lots coming your way on your Friday edition of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. What's coming up, lads?